I cannot think of a more common reason why people fall off their plan than travel. Okay? And I'm not here to say, I understand, it makes sense. You already know the reasons why, right? But two situations most important in our lives: work and pleasure, vacations and business, right? We need to travel for business to make a living. And then eventually, if you have a good frame of mind, you take that money and then you spend it to enjoy yourself on the vacation. So literally you're effed forever if you don't solve this one. Okay? Traveling is inevitable. There's no one that's going to say lock yourself in your room so that you can lose. Like, no one's going to say, oh yeah, to lose 20 pounds, fine, I'll stop working and I'll stop traveling so I can have a six-pack in private. Right? Obviously, that's why it doesn't work. So we need to look at traveling as a non-negotiable. When you accept that you will travel, then you can start to prepare for the travel. So pre-frame the conversations. We got to have conversations with people in advance, the people that we're going to spend the most time with, and we are going to educate them, okay? If you're a business owner, if you've been a team leader in sports, the leaders on the team cannot win alone. You cannot build a business, especially if you're making 7 figures or more. You cannot if you don't have a team. There's just too many things you got to do, too many things to manage. You cannot win a championship if you don't have a team, unless you're Kobe Bryant. Right? But you're not Kobe Bryant yet. You'll become Kobe Bryant once you apply these things and things start to click for you. But right now, we are applying to get into the pro leagues, right? We're like amateur right now. So it is very important to pre-frame and educate people on everything you've learned up to this point. Fast food, restaurant. You can only use the resources, and they can only make an impact depending on how resourceful you are, right? Here are the resources. Now you need to educate the people. These are the conversation scripts that I have. You don't have to actually look at it, but these are the scripts so that you can tell people in advance, one, I'm getting in shape. I'm committed to my health. And let's go kick some ass on this trip. If it's with your wife, it's with your spouse, let's go have some fun. And I want to be healthy. And, keyword there, and. Hey, let's make some money. Let's meet some clients. And I want to be healthy. I want us to have energy and make this about them. I want us to have energy and to show up and to think clearly. In fact, I want to travel more. I want to go on this trip and be so lit up and energized when I come back that let's book another trip. That's the frame of mind you need to be in. I want you to live into that future, because every single person in your life that you know that has been fit for a long period of time, the pros, that's what they've done. I'm giving you the secret, okay? That's the mindset you have to have. And do not negotiate until you have that, okay? So it's all about conversations in advance, right? What do you pack, right, in your bag? And be smart about it. What's the cost of being unhealthy? How many thousands of dollars have you spent on the wrong solutions, like personal trainers that can't travel in your suitcase with you? It's not a personal trainer problem, okay? It's a planning problem. It's a systems problem. I have a suitcase that already has all my toiletries, a second copy of everything. I have a second toothbrush, second toothpaste. I have a second pair of protein bars. I have a separate scale so I can weigh myself on these trips, right? I have them all in my suitcase. How much does it cost? It costs an extra $100 one time so that I don't have to think about it anymore. Guys, we only have so much computation power. At the start of the day, it's maximum. Every decision we have to make, boom, we're paying a tax. By 4 p.m., we're burnt out. So make the decision now. Plan once so that every time you travel, there's one less thing to worry about. You can use that energy to now be excited. Okay, I'm showing up with my team. I already know what's going on. I have the game plan. I've taught the team. These are situations. We're ordering team lunch, fast food Bible, restaurant Bible. The team knows. Don't make this about you anymore. When you travel with a team. Now, unless you're doing like a solopreneur trip, in which case, hey, to each their own. Supplements you might need, right? How do you know what hotels to book, right? If you're between two hotels that have the same price, but one has a gym and one doesn't, let's go for the one with the gym. If you don't have one with the gym, how do you choose the one that has at-home workout exercise you can just do for 10 minutes? How do you structure your schedule? Blocking off 30 minutes to look at the restaurant Bible, have the conversations for the fast food Bible. And we all know when we're at an airport, we have a million options. Not just a fast food Bible or restaurant Bible, but a terminal food Bible. Here are all the most popular airports and what you should order at those popular airports. Now, if there's something that's not on the list, message me, I'll build it. Not just for you, the rest of my clients will thank you. Okay, this is a crowd-sourced material, right? We are the product of everyone else. There's a little bit of each of us in everyone else, okay? You are not alone and you're not that special, which is good news. It's probably the only time you hear it where it's good news, right? Normally it'd be like your bully or your parent would tell you something like that and it would make you feel bad. No, these are problems that have already been solved. It's time we lean in and design systems that work with our lives. Happy traveling.